Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I just wake up and ideas are served to me on a silver platter. They are just thrown in my face. Here you go, Nate. And now sometimes within the ideas, the people who are making the ideas are even telling me that they're ideas. I have two clips today from Garrett Clark on Sploosh's stream last night. There was only 150 people watching, so I can almost guarantee you haven't seen these clips yet. Garrett addresses his relationship with Micah, talks about talking to Micah, and then he FaceTimes Grant and talks about a match. There's callouts, there's so much in this video. I'm just gonna get right into it for you guys. Hit that subscribe button if you appreciate these up-to-the-minute updates. I gotta give a big shout out to my guy over at Tube Golf News. He sent me these clips over Instagram. He saw them live and fired them over to me, so obviously credit to him for getting me these so quickly to share with you guys. So go check him out if you guys want to see more. But all right, this is nuts. We're gonna start with FaceTime because it's the longest clip. We're gonna watch it together and react. I'm gonna keep this video real simple and to the point, so let's just play this clip together and we'll give our reaction, and then we got the Micah one coming. Woo!
He's not gonna answer. Oh my god, he did. Wait, hold on, let me say hi first. Do you have any idea who I am?
I miss you, bro.
Actually?
Yeah, I was red. You were doing like, you were in the gym doing this, and you're vlogging.
the little shrugs and hitting
You
the.
literally texted me. I'm like, this is weird.
I was hitting the traps. Dude, everyone in the chat, they were telling me to FaceTime you, so I was like, all right, I gotta do it.
Oh, I love it.
You gotta say
Are
hi.
you guys live right now?
Yeah, we are.
Oh shoot.
Sheesh!
Oh shoot.
Sheesh!
Yeah, that's my thumbnail.
Oh,
That's my
God.
How many
thumbnail.
people are in it?
Alright, like I think 150 or something. Everyone's gonna freak out, dude. That's getting clipped everywhere.
Oh yes, yeah.
That's getting posted. That's crazy. They're all like, we need the
here?
we need the reunion, Garrett and Grant. I was like, we're gonna make it happen one day. At some point. It's gotta happen.
Yes, sir.
When the time is right.
We're bringing an 18-hole match. Straight up. We're gonna have like rules officials. It's gonna be that serious. Like, we're gonna need to hire like literal like rules officials.
You
for
came
everything.
in and that was my fault.
Yeah,
That was my
they're gonna be
fault.
looking at every little thing.
That was better.
If you move the ball just a centimeter, you're done. 2-stroke penalty. All right, well,
Nate
yeah,
Everton.
I just had to call
That's
you.
crazy. Don't say that.
Had to call you for the chat.
Let's say.
I got you.
They're gonna freak out over this. Say bye. Say bye.
Yo, Bub, come in here.
Wait,
Hey guys.
put it up against the mic.
You coming in here?
Huh?
Bet.
Very good clip.
Oh, that's definitely gonna get clipped.
Oh, it's already been clipped twice.
Yeah.
It's been hammered? No, he's not.
Someone said Nate just came. That's wild. All right, I'll let you go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, there's the first clip. There's the FaceTime. Listen, these guys we've known have had a decent relationship and they've played the golf together and they've talked about that. But seeing just them actually interacting, like jovial bros, FaceTime out of the blue, shooting the shit, like that level of comfort and friendship, that's eye-opening. That's different. That's not what we all thought it was a year ago, right? We're coming up, well, 9 months ago. We're coming up on almost the year anniversary of Grant and Micah leaving Good. Getting this type of like show almost between the two of these guys, show of respect, show of class, especially now with Grant. Like Grant is becoming one of the biggest creators in the golf world. Like compared to groups, compared to individuals, doesn't matter. Like Grant is really carving a place for himself with his recent collaborations with Rick Shields, which were absolutely incredible to watch. This guy is really proving his place on this platform, and I think not only is he a nice guy, so he obviously maintained good relationships with most of the guys at Good, but I think Garrett especially respects the heck out of him for like having pulled this off. Like he really did. Like we saw with Micah, like since Micah left Good. I mean, he's admittedly not been focusing as much on YouTube, I guess, but I mean, his channel is not what it was, and Grant's has exploded to a new level, and that's hard to do, right? Grant talked about when he first left Good, he had a massive dip in subscribers, but he managed to pull it all back to gain and now to grow exponentially. He's about to pass 450,000. I think the guy's going to be at 500 in no time. He's a massive entity in the space, pulls a lot of views. it's really cool. So it's cool to see that mutual respect coming from Garrett. And then obviously talking about an 18-hole match, like, again, it's been teased. It's been, yeah, it's probably going to happen at some point, but like concretely, and then to hear Garrett like as excited about it, because Garrett still is the bigger entity. So to hear him be like, yes, like we want it to happen. We're going to make it huge. Like, I've said it a million times, but these guys know they have like one of the biggest, if not the biggest YouTube golf video in history, just sitting in the palm of their hands waiting to be executed. So as soon as they pull the trigger on that, it's going to be absolutely massive. So that's, I mean, it's just so exciting. And then obviously hilarious comments at the end there about your boy. It still never ceases to amaze me that like whenever anything YouTube golf is brought up now, my name almost is like adjacent with it, which is crazy. Like top comment on Rick Shields Golf Podcast getting mentioned in these things multiple times. Like the first clip you're going to see of Micah, I think they bring, it's crazy. Anyways, let's jump into that aforementioned clip of Micah. Well, at least of Garrett talking about Micah, which is, I think, the first time he's really directly said anything about their relationship. So there's a lot to break down on this one. Let's watch it together.
Micah? I texted him. I checked in on him a couple times. Like, it's been probably a year almost. Or like maybe 8 months.
Hey, yo, Nick the Kid, appreciate the sub.
Like a daily, yeah, on April 9th. I messaged him about a Nate Edwardson interview he did, giving him respect. That was on January 13th.
Crazy, man. Crazy. I think that's the first time on camera he's really like even said the name. And I mean, it makes sense. Like he's not just going to like sit in a good video and just like randomly address it. Like this type of format, a stream style format, makes the absolute most sense. And I think the fact that they're doing more of these now, these guys are hopping in, there's going to be a lot of interesting insights coming in, because even it feels even less produced than a podcast. Like again, Garrett's not going to sit down on a podcast and intentionally just be like blah. But when you have a chat coming through, which for those of you guys who don't know, when you're live streaming, there's a chat of all the people watching who can ask questions and whatever. So they're reading through questions and people are asking like, hey, what about Micah? He brings it up, he addresses it because it's like a chill, raw format. And so hearing him talk about Micah was surprising. But then, I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those things where like, I think a lot of people assume that there's just a ton of bad blood and there's just a ton of animosity. But I think professionally, they're probably not going to do anything together again. I definitely don't think the relationship's where it is with like Grant and whatever. But again, Mike is not focusing on YouTube. He uploaded one video in basically the last like 3 weeks. He said it himself. He's not focusing on that. So I don't think there's too much questions about that. I think the fact that, you know, Garrett said he texted him after listening to my interview I did with him, which was, if you didn't see it, shortly after, it was the first interview Micah gave after leaving Good. And Garrett saying he gave him props, I guess is referring to the fact that Micah didn't trash Good at all. He was pretty respectful in that interview. You know, obviously he's not going to come on and just like talk crap, because that just wouldn't work out well for anyone. But, you know, he held himself well in that. And so I think he gave him respect, got a happy birthday, but hasn't messaged him in like, or heard from him in like 9 months or something like that, he said. So I don't know, who cares? It's interesting to hear him talk about it, just because everyone's been like, what's going on between those two? But like, it's not my interest, and my like prying into this goes to a professional level only, in the sense of like, if there's talk about them potentially doing YouTube videos, of course I'm going to dig into it, because that's professional, that's YouTube, that's like, I'm going to get information for the people about YouTube. But I think this isn't professional anymore. This is just these guys' personal relationship, which is like, it doesn't affect us at all. It's not going to affect YouTube golf. It's not going to, you know, they're not going to make videos together, so it's not professional. And I don't think anything beyond that is anything we need to worry about, or anything they ever need to give answers to. So just hearing him address it one time, just say something real quick, is very interesting. First clip we've seen of it in a long time. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that in the news below, guys, in the comments below. That's the news for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. See you in the next one.